what the sky wants us to do right now is to grow the fuck up and own up to the truth that resides within ourselves. Be vulnerable to speak your truth, even if you think someone will reject it, even if you think it's going to be weird. Because the more we get accustomed to constantly throw in these little lies, it starts being almost legal to the soul to live in a space of inauthenticity, of ingenuity. You are here to be yourself. You are here to be genuine. You are here to be the diamond that you are. Hello, all you beautiful enlightened people. Welcome to Holland Park. And as promised, you asked for a video about the conjunction. Here we are, today, in the rain, because conjunction, talking about it. So, first and foremost, what is happening and how long have we seen this? The last time that we experienced this conjunction, and this is very well spoken in the astrological world, and I think people sometimes take too much attention to this and focus too much on this, and oh my God, it's going to happen again. Take down a notch, calm down. It was during World War II. That doesn't mean we're going to incur in the Third World War. Not at all. I don't see it that way. Because we look at those times and all we see is that. We forget that something that we are using right now, that you are using right now and I am using right now to put this video up for you, was created also as a byproduct of this conjunction, Jupiter and Uranus, which was Wi-Fi, which was the internet. It was supposed to be used by the regime, but then it got spread to everyone. So what is happening astrologically speaking? We've got Jupiter conjunct Uranus in the zodiac sign of Taurus, that is so much about this, so much about nature, finances, abundance, resources. That's why we are so connected to material life, and that's why Taurus is the sign of food and money. It's because it is the connection that we have to resources. And actually, I spoke about this during the eclipse, that we need to convey our relationship with resources in a different way. We really need to understand where things come from, and from that we learn that we actually are infinitely abundant. And today I want to touch a bit on that after I tell you how we can lead with this conjunction. So apart from being in Taurus, it is happening here in the UK, I think, on the second house, which is interesting. It's a house of Taurus. This is true for like Dublin, London, Lisbon, and Johannesburg. I think we're all on the same alignment of GMT, and the coordinates don't change much. The houses on the birth chart, so everybody's on the second on these places, and it's happening in a Sagittarius degree, which is funny because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. What are we supposed to feel? Let's start with the weather. It is very normal, and here in London we've been feeling this a lot. It was like 2 weeks ago, it was beautiful and sunny, and this past weekend was amazing sun. Everybody out in the park, like everybody enjoying the birds and doing picnics and whatnot, and suddenly there is wind, there is rain. In Italy there was thunder. I just spoke to my sister yesterday, and it is normal that we see all these changes in weather. Storms may come, the wind may come, rain may come, clouds may come, and that's the point of this conjunction. All the wind, all this air is pushed through because of the magnetic fields that Jupiter creates, because Jupiter actually emanates more energy than what it receives. That's why it develops from the outside to the inside, just like Sagittarius people. So we will experience this change in weather. Also in the collective spectrum, we will see a lot of gatherings. For example, in Portugal, we are celebrating independence. It will happen on the 24th, but on Sunday, people are doing stuff. We have the London Marathon. In Italy, you have Design Week going on, and Sunday is like the epitome of the event. There was something happening somewhere else in the world, I don't remember. Oh, and these weather phenomena, you also see a change in nature, Taurus, and not a regeneration, but a sudden transition of nature, very Uranus-like. It rained so long in the region of Mecca in Saudi Arabia that now the desert has turned green. Look at that. So we're starting to feel this migration of the cold down and the warm weather up, which we'll see more and more as time progresses. Now, when it comes to the individual, what is this conjunction about? Jupiter is about your expansion, is about what you can do for the world. Is when you see that you as a person have certain gifts that can be put to use to mankind. You can put yourself to use to expand your identity in society, and as a consequence of that, as sort of a feedback mechanism, society engrams itself because you are yourself. Uranus, on the other hand, is the planet that points to the diamond that you are. It is true that it rains diamonds in Uranus. How convenient is that? The pressure is so much in the atmosphere that actually carbon just joins and creates diamonds. It's beautiful. So this conjunction somehow invites you to put yourself in society through your uniqueness, through your eccentricity, through your authenticity, through what's special and genuine and only you possess. It will squeeze this out of you, just like a tiny, tiny, tiny orange. We might tend to fall in two places with this conjunction. We might tend to fall on the desperation place, that we feel that there is no ground, that there is no sense of stability, Taurus, anywhere. Or we might feel exactly the opposite and feel super empowered and ignited with the life force inside you and feel super potent right now. Feel, I got this. Like, I'm so valuable. I just want to share the things I can do with the world and help people and help society and enhance the great features that mankind has done. Now, onto the interesting bit of this. The region in your body where you will feel the conjunction the most is naturally Taurus, because the signs are where we incorporate the energies of the universe. So therefore, second law of the universe, polarity, there's always a feminine down observant side, there's always a positive masculine active assertive sign. Taurus will invite you to listen to what's on this region of your throat, of your collarbones, of your trapezius muscle, your shoulders, your thyroid, your larynx, your anything in your throat, your voice. This conjunction invites you to use your voice, to use your words, to express yourself. And in manner of expression, the tightness, the intensity that you feel right now is due to the fact that it is happening in a Sagittarius degree, which is the sign of mankind. Both these two signs are the signs of mankind. This is what separates us from plants, it's what separates us from animals in terms of consciousness, is the sign of Taurus and the sign of Sagittarius. We are deeply connected to the earth. We are the only living organism that can consciously change ecosystems, which is our Taurus side, and shape resources. Whole conversation, previous video, this video. But also in Sagittarius is where we become aware that we have a consciousness, and that when we operate from a place of consciousness, when we shape our belief systems, we shape exactly who we are. And from doing that, we change reality around us via emanating what's inside to the outside. Therefore, it is in Sagittarius that we learn that life happens from us and life does not happen to us, because it's where we shape our belief in ourselves. What does this mean right now? It simply means that we are invited to speak the truth. This sentence, it's the mantra that's going to stick with us for a very, very, very long time. What does it mean to speak the truth? And then I invoke Jim Carrey's movie Liar Liar, because it might be so easy for us to lie on small, simple things that we don't even understand. We are living in constant inauthenticity, out of politeness, out of societal protocols, because we are in a company and people have to see me a certain way, and yada yada yada. So you end up not being yourself. Someone invites you over for coffee to their home, and you're not feeling it. You really don't want to do it, and you say, "Oh, sorry, I'm working this afternoon. I really can't make it." That is a lie. Why can't you just tell the truth? Oh, but I will hurt the person, and it won't go down so well, and it will feel strange. Yeah, but it's the truth. And the thing about speaking the truth is, when humans learn to use this chakra, when we really learn to use the energy of this chakra that is shaped through lies and truths, the ones we tell others or the ones we tell ourselves, we start opening the next chakra, the Neptune chakra, the chakra of vision, the chakra of psychism, the chakra of mediumship. When you speak in truth, you start being able to hear people's thoughts, to speak telepathically, to awaken your psychic and medium abilities. That is the reason why we have to learn to speak in truth. And let's take down our human arrogance aside. We're not in Orion, we're not Pleiades, we're not Arcturians, we're not Syrians. We are humans. We are on this earth to learn these things. Therefore, we have to strive for them. This is the quest. This is the quest of humans. And in this conjunction, I promise you, and I tell you, what the sky wants us to do right now is to grow the fuck up and own up to the truth that resides within ourselves. Be vulnerable to speak your truth, even if you think someone will reject it, even if you think it's going to be weird. Because the more we get accustomed to constantly throw in these little lies, it starts being almost legal to the soul to live in a space of inauthenticity, of ingenuity. You are here to be yourself. You are here to be genuine. You are here to be the diamond that you are. So in this conjunction, you are invited to be brave and to put the truth of your voice out there in the world. Make it an obsession. Make it an exercise of exception. Just grab your phone and just start typing away truths to people. Send voice memos, make phone calls, meet up with people, and just, look, I just decided to start a year of honesty and truth, and I want to get this out of my system. That day we had a fight and you said these things to me and I just got quiet and I didn't say anything, or I said this and I actually wanted to say this, and yada, yada, go. Just machine gun truth through life. I'll say that again. Machine gun truth through life. Because I promise you, it will come with grand reward. You're not doing it for the reward. I mean, I don't think you should be doing it. You should be doing it because it's the way to get out of this desperation. Your throat might get congested right now, feeling kind of swollen and stiff and full. And when you liberate the truth, it's like there's a natural like eruption that occurs from your solar plexus to your heart to your throat, and you just breathe in. Oh my God. You become this sense and this awareness of Taurus, which is funny because Sun enters Taurus on this 21st of April. So we're all going to be collectively feeling the vibe of like chill Taurus and profound pleasure, presence in all its senses. That's the definition of pleasure, to be present in all your senses. And at the end of the day, this conjunction tells you that through speaking, Taurus, authenticity, Uranus, you will reach your societal momentum, and therefore Jupiter, and therefore also abundance, because you are here to be abundant. So I'm literally telling you now, speaking in kid terms, by speaking the truth, you will make money. Why not? One other angle of this conjunction that I don't think people are talking enough, so I'm going to go into that, is the fact that Pluto is at 2 degrees 4 minutes Aquarius, which is enforcing this energy on the Uranus side. So there's kind of an alliance in between the authenticity forces of the universe. You really are squeezed to be yourself. And everything that doesn't feel like yourself might feel like you're going to explode. I've been having clients with conflicting situations as of late, and they come to me to say, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And they fail to understand that what's going to happen and what's happening, the invite right now is just forget politically correct, forget what is right, and understand what is right here. Understand what this little piece of you wants to do, because that is what is right. We can't operate from a place of morality anymore, of following rules, of following what's supposed to be done. Forget what's supposed to be done. Do what your heart tells you to do. Open that up. One spectrum upon which we will see this a lot is relationships. That is because, kind of from the earthly perspective, everything right now is in Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. And Aries and Taurus are 2 signs that are very much dependent on relationships. Again, this is not very well spoken in astrology, in my opinion. It's because, Libras and Scorpios, those are the relationship signs. Yeah, but they're also the opposite of Aries and Taurus. So, and so it only makes sense that they're the ones that ignite the relationship so that Libra and Scorpio can continue them. What happens in here is there is a big dependency when you have a lot of energy of Aries and Taurus in your birth chart to be in a relationship. And then sometimes people fall into the trap of not following through the stages of relationship. First stage, everybody knows, honeymoon. Second stage is the stage of commitment, where we actually start to see, okay, honeymoon phase is gone. Now I actually have to face the stuff that I don't like so much about my partner. So I have to compromise. I have to accept that those things might never change. But they trigger the hell out of me. I want the guy not to put the towel on the bed. I want him to put the towel on the hanger that I put him there for that reason. Come on, like, I'm the one who makes the bed, and this becomes like a whole problem. It's whether or not you're ready to accept that. It's whether or not you're ready to make that compromise of putting down your ego and seeing, what does that person give you that you need and that you want? What do you give them in return? And how do you both evolve at the same time? And how is this still worth it? And how much do you have to take down from yourself? And how much do you have to meet halfway to commit and to stay in the partnership? Because people do change. Parts of you will have to compromise, so to say. You can still live those aspects of yourself on your own with friends. But the question is it worth it to compromise? How hard is it to compromise? Or will you have to keep on doing the cycle of, you enter the second stage of a relationship, you end it, and then you start a new relationship? Honeymoon phase, then something happens and you break it. And every boyfriend or girlfriend you have is basically someone who's pointing out things in you that you don't want to work in, but you gotta. The beauty of shadow work. People will show up in our lives. We will like them, we will hate them. We will like in them the things we like about ourselves. We only perceive out of us what we recognize within ourselves. I was doing this exercise with a client yesterday, so it's a perfect example to tell you now. It's like, oh, because he is the only one I can love. He's the only one that I can have. He's the only one. I'm afraid I'm never going to like someone as much as I liked him. It's like, okay, tell me a part of your body you like. I like my chest. I like my breasts. Okay, let me guess. You love this chest. Oh yeah, he had the best chest in the world. I bet you really loved his hair because you got really fit hair. And she's like, yeah, I love my hair. Interesting. You didn't speak about your hands. Do you like your hands? She's like, no, I don't like my hands very much. There we go. We only perceive and only like and only hate the things we like or hate about ourselves. Like or dislike. I don't have to go to the hate. But yeah, hate is the opposite of love, like opposite dislike. You get me. So when we get to that second stage of relationships, you really understand that there's a part of your inner self that needs to enter the acceptance stage within you. You have those things. All the new boyfriend, girlfriends that you incur on the second stage and break up will only inform you on things that you have to see about yourself. This conjunction will primarily be about this. And in the end of the day, life is about how we deal with other people, because it reflects how we deal with other people reflects with how we deal with ourselves. That's the truth about success in relationships. Relationships, especially romantic and intimate ones, are more successful the better you know yourself. You know yourself so well to such an extent that anything that your partner does doesn't trigger you, doesn't ignite you. Because okay, when I feel like that, I know what to do. I know how I behave. I know what I need. I know what I want. So I go on about those things, and then I find serenity again. Because at the end of the day, love is peace. So says Pisces. Astronomical terms. Why are we so triggered by the relationship aspect and kind of feeling, some of us might feel super successful in our relationships right now, and some of us might be feeling super shit when it comes to our relationships right now? And that is because there is a lot of energy of Scorpio that has been happening throughout since the eclipse and a little bit before that on the moons. That's being dragged as like a trace, to this conjunction. And also because Lilith is in, this is new. Lilith is in Virgo. So it is a perfect timing for you to assess who you have been in your past relationships. What caused the breakup? Why did you break up? Why did they break up with you? What was the conflict that happened? Why did you feel you couldn't stick around? What was the reason to move on? Was it worth it? Would you do it differently? If you think so, you can do this little exercise. You can close your eyes and go into that past moment. This conjunction is amazing for that as well. To some extent, not too much, to some extent. Because it's more about future than the now. You close your eyes, you go back, you live the situation time and time and time again in your head. You play it like a cassette on your brain until you reach a profound stage of neutrality, pure serenity. And from that moment, you act as if you think you wanted to have. This is pure bliss when you get into this stage. You really feel like this is a true sense of closure. This is the beauty of following the laws of the universe, and especially this Taurus law, which is the law of polarity. You go back and you live both polarities, the polarity on which you did something or the polarity on which you didn't do something. To summarize, this conjunction, despite Taurus being feminine, Jupiter is masculine, Uranus is masculine, and Sagittarius, the degree you're on, is masculine as well. So this is not so much about getting into your feminine side, intuition, understanding what's around, observing, gathering, dreaming. It's more about putting things out there, doing, become obsessed with doing, become obsessed with telling the truth, become obsessed with being a deliverer of truth. And you will see the beautiful fruits that will come to you because of this. Beautiful alliances will be created right now. This conjunction is a powerful portal. I risk to say that it's the most powerful portal we have lived since 2020. 2020 was the beginning of this new awareness of mankind. We were invited to finally start disagreeing with people. Vaccines, no vaccines, COVID exists, or it's just a scam, or all these things were going around, weren't they? All these things were around us, and people were so detached from their own essence, and so detached from their authenticity that they could not have people around that would disagree with them. This provoked ending in friendships and separations. And love and society and through families sometimes. This is the invite of the age of Aquarius. This conjunction puts a beginning to that, a beginning of no return. Many of us thought quarantine is over, we'll go back to life as it was. We can never go back to life as it was. The frequency of Earth is now so fast. Things happen like that. I bet you've been feeling this in your life, haven't you? You think about someone, they call you. You need something, it shows up in your house. You feel like going for a walk, but it's raining, it stops raining, and you go out. All these things materialize so fast. We are living at the speed of light, like we've never felt before. Therefore, all the shadow work, all the awareness, all the things that we have to understand that we have to do, namely with this conjunction, living in truth, are to be done right away. We can't wait. We can't wait. If we wait, we will start to feel a sense of prison within ourselves, a sense of, I can't really exist like this. It's like life is exiting my body through holes I did not even know I had. It's just escaping my pores. I have to do what I want, and what I want is this. And you go on and you do it. I am turning a little bit, and I've been being called to shift my career as an astrologer and as an astrology teacher from orientating you guys in matters of vocation and purpose and start orientating people in terms of love and relationships. This has been the calling. And I think it's because of what the sky is doing to us right now. In a way, it's the fast track to self-awareness, isn't it? It's the fast track to self-development. We tend to, I'm not going to lose weight. I'm not going to get in shape. I'm not going to go for a better job. I'm not going to, we tend to get lazy when it comes to our self-improvement. But if we have someone in mind, if it is to find the one, if it is to meet the love of our life, if it is to begin our life with a partner of our dreams, with our soulmates, with our twin flames, we suddenly feel an urge and an ignition of vitality and will is like, oh yeah, I'll do anything. Okay, I'm on the gym right now, right away. I'm already on LinkedIn searching for jobs, and I want to upgrade my house as well, and I'm selling everything I don't want, and I'm doing charity work this year. And suddenly you get so motivated. But the truth about finding the one person that is here to help you through life, to help you evolve in becoming better, and to enforce you into being better, will be someone who squeezes all the inauthenticity out of you as well. And sometimes we go on forever unable to find these people, unable to find these ones. And it's when we start doing the inner work, is when we start doing the mirror work that the universe is, that they come to us. So I invite you now, check the link down below that I have. It's fresh for the UK now that I've come back home. And keep on telling me the videos that you want. I am doing this for you. Some things I am told, okay, go and do a video about this. Yes, I will do those anyway, but do tell me what you want me to talk about. I will definitely go into love mode now, because we need to find fulfilling partnerships. Our partners are the number one shapers of our life. I risk to say sometimes more than mom and dad, because the time they stick around with us is forever. It's until we go to another life. It's until we reincarnate. So it is only fair that you deserve to find the one for yourself. All right, my loves, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, as usual, like, subscribe, save, share it with all your friends. Bring this message to all the people that you know you need it. Everybody right now is either breaking up or having unexpected children, which is something I didn't speak about too much in here. But the ignition of Aries and the sensual needs of Taurus are causing a lot of unexpected pregnancies lately. I have 4 around me, so it is interesting to see how many babies are coming into the world unplanned, but sometimes unplanned children are the most brilliant and light enforced children we can ever, and beings that we deserve on the planet, because they come free from judgment of their parents. It's kind of fascinating to me. And as I said, I am turning my career a bit to more love-seeking and the transformation that you need to incur in to find the person and to match the most beautiful relationship of your life. So check the link down below if you want to find that orientation, to understand why you've had the partners you've had so far, why you've had sudden relationships, why you always feel drawn to someone and you keep going back to them even though it's bad, it's bad for you. Just all those questions might be answered in one appointment of an hour and a half. I love you so much. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends, all the people you know you need to hear this message. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. And until then, stay light and stay golden.